Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And my God, this rain. I can't take it. So I'm going to start with the bar tour. So a lot of you, I'm sure, saw the post I put out where myself, along with Mark Tully, who's worked with me on It's Pittsfield Tonight over the years on a few things, decided to do a bar tour of Pittsfield, highlighting all our Pittsfield bars that are, willing to have us come in and do it. And I started with the Madison, and before I could go back the next day to follow up and film some other stuff I did, we had torrential rain and thunderstorm. There was some flooding and the power went out, so I scheduled it for the next day. But same thing happened the next day, so I scheduled it for 2 days after that, and the same thing happened again. So now I'm looking at the weather forecast, and I just said, I can't take this. So I just cut everything off and pushed everything forward a week. So after Wednesday, we're supposed to be in the clear for a few days. I moved everything to the end of this week, so that won't be coming out tomorrow on the 19th. Everything's pushed forward 1 week, and we'll be starting with the Madison, then the Crossroads, and then from there, as many as we can get. And the idea for this post, as many of you know, Slater and Marjo on 95.9 put a post on their Facebook page about their top 5 Pittsfield bars. And it kind of, I was at the comments, and there was some things back and forth, and it got me involved in this. I jumped in. I called the owner of the Madison because Slater accidentally thought the Madison was closed or something like that. And anyway, that's how it all happened. And I'm a big fan of Slater and Marjo. They're a decent morning show. I like them anyway. So one of the things I wanted to do with one of our bars is one of the first bands I played for, and I know I always go back to me being in music, was a death metal band called Asheron. And when I left that band, one of the drummers that came in right after me, I don't know if he came in right after me or 2 after me, but was a drummer by the name of Richard Christy. And he was in the same death metal circle that I was in Florida at the time. And a few years after that, Richard landed himself a spot on the Howard Stern show for quite a few years. And I know that Slater is a big fan of the Howard Stern show, so I was going to have Richard come up and meet Slater and Marjo and us at one of the bars and surprise Slater with that. Unfortunately, their schedule, Marjo sent me a message back, and they just can't. They've got so much going on, they just can't. They don't have the time, and I completely understand that, so we'll try to do something for, I don't know, another event, another time. But Slater, I was thinking of you. You never know. Maybe you end up on the Howard Stern show. But anyway, what I really want to talk about. So that'll be continuing. Like I said, I'm sorry that's pushed forward a week, but I can't take it with this rain, and I need to shoot outside. There's things I need to do on these, so that's moved forward a week. So let's move to North Street, the bicycle lanes. That's really what I want to talk about. So this has been one of my months. Many of you know I have kidney issues. So yes, my weight goes up and down. This is one of my bad months. I'm on the rebound though. But the past few days I was resting. I decided to do a lot of research on these bike lanes, because I know a lot of the proponents in the city are saying that people are afraid of progress and afraid of change and scared. You're all scared. So I want to say, is that true? Am I just afraid of progress? Is bicycles the future for humans? Is that how we're all going to get around now? And I'm just being the negative person? So I said, let me do some research on this and see, are these bike lanes the way to go? So I found quite a few great articles. One in the 1970s, great article about the boom in bicycling in the late 70s with bicycling and jogging. Because of the fuel crisis, the gas crisis, everyone was looking for alternatives. So this biking craze started. And cities were putting in bike lanes and jogging paths all over the country. And a few years later, they had to take them all out. Because like most fads, the public doesn't stick with it. So during the pandemic, we've had this boom and surge in bicycling. People were looking to get out of their house and do something. You couldn't even get a bike. They were all on back order. So anyway, there was a study done out of the University of Colorado in Denver and the University of New Mexico by 2 of their top professors. And this study took place over the course of 13 years and concluded at the end of 2019. And this study was about bike lanes specifically. And they found, and this is a quote, protected, separated bike facilities was one of our biggest factors associated with lower fatalities and lower injuries for all road users. Study co-author Wesley Marshall, a University of Colorado Denver engineering professor. If you're going out of your way to make your city safe for a broader range of cyclists, we're finding that it ends up being a safer city for everyone. And they went on giving some statistics about percentages, injuries, road fatalities. So a protected bike lane, and when they're saying protected, whether it be a chain link fence that separates it or jersey barrier, some kind of protection to separate them from the cars. Reduced injuries for bicyclists and road injuries or fatalities by 44% and injuries by 50%. So that, I thought, wow, okay. So they show that these protected bike lanes are definitely the way to go. However, perhaps even more important, researchers found that painted bike lanes provided no improvement on road safety, and their review of shared roadways where bike symbols are painted in the middle of the lane or in the road revealed that it was actually safer to have no bike markings at all. We found they are worse than nothing. You're better off doing nothing, Professor Marshall said. It gives people a false sense of security that that's a bike lane, and they found that injuries and fatalities increased. So that's a concern. It isn't just a concern about the chaos on North Street, because we're all being fed that it's to slow things down and make things better. I didn't know people were going that fast through North Street. I didn't know I didn't know that was a problem. I didn't know. I mean, I never had a business owner tell me, "Man, if we could just slow these cars down, they might be able to see that my business is here." Wouldn't you be better off putting in speed bumps? I don't know. But we'll find out. I mean, I think the biggest thing is a lot of people want to know why the city of Pittsfield is so hung up on converting Pittsfield into a bicycle city. What's the percentage of people that use bicycles in Pittsfield for transportation? I bet you, I can't imagine it even makes 1%. I can't. It's got to be so minuscule. I don't get it. I don't get it. So anyway, that's that. I know a lot of business owners, a lot of people are upset. It's continuing to get a lot of pushback on this. I don't think people are being negative. I don't think these professors that did these studies are anti-progress. Why don't we do things the right way? Let's talk real progress. Let's talk solar-powered, heated and cooled bus stops. Let's talk electric charging stations. Let's talk electric and green energy public transportation, buses. And let's talk dumping a lot of money back into our public transportation and providing reliable transportation for people that need it, whether you work first, second, or third shift, rather than tell them get on your bicycle. Because who doesn't want to get up on a nice 18-degree winter morning at 6:30 and ride your bicycle to work while you're worried about getting hit by a car? Come on. I just don't get it. Unless the city knows something we don't, that Milltown or somebody's about to move the Tour de France to Pittsfield or something big's going to happen with bicycles, I just don't really understand this. And so that's that. I don't know. That's where I'm at. So the study shows what it shows. You can do the research yourself. That was a good one. It was all easy to find, too. So that's it for now. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to keep an eye on North Street and try to log and document what kind of bike traffic, how they're promoting this. Every time I go up there, it's very confusing. And the reason it is because regardless of the signs and everything, people are still driving in those lanes and nobody knows what to do yet. I've seen that every day. And I've filmed it. So lots of times. And I've got one great one filmed of these two people start screaming at each other. I shouldn't say that's great, but you know what I mean. capture that it was happening. I said, oh my God, I can't wait to put this one out. I just want to contact these people first, see if I can. I don't want to just do that to them. But, yeah. So that's that. So stay dry. Hopefully this monsoon ends. And, again, the bar tour starts the week after. And I'll be back on that. And so that's it. So everyone enjoy what's left of the weekend. Stay dry, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.